Unlike well-known figures such as Martin Luther King Jr. and Oprah Winfrey, there is little documentation written about Katie Bowe in Yanceyville, North Carolina.
She did not have other people to come into her home. They were all educators. And to me, that was, I want to say, a light in the community. It also made people in the community know that she really respected and appreciated educators. That teachers from all of the houses, including the Bowe House, could get together for parties. They called them socials at that time. And that was one way of them coming together.
Before integration, the Jim Crow days, when Mr. Dillard, who was the principal, hired teachers to come to teach here at the local segregated school, they had to find lodging. And the Bowe House was basically lodging. The Bowe family owned what we call the tea room, which was a feeding facility where they had cafe type facility. So they had to eat there, and then they lodged there with the Bowe, but there was no public housing or apartments or that they could purchase just coming out of school. So they came here and stayed in a one-room complex of the Bowe House.
We had to go to church and Sunday school, and Miss Bowe, being the mother of the church and the mother of the community, watching over us. My mom and her made a decision that I need to stay busy, and by staying busy, cutting grass, picking flowers for Miss Bowe, doing those little things that you would pat me on my head and say, you know, you're gonna be okay. I would always ask the question all the time, what you doing and why you doing that for? She said, you're gonna learn the purpose for all your whys. The relationship kept going when my mom called me and told me that Miss Bowe and her daughter, they decided to sell me the property on Church Street, which is 2-acre property. And I am so humbled to the Bowes for selling the property to me, the first person, and not to a real estate, because the property has so many sentimental values to everybody in the community, and especially her work that she done. Her work made me a better person.
And this right here was really a God-sent thing for them to have somewhere to stay in the community. And those educators that I'm talking about, I have reference to, is Ms. Catherine R. Blunt. She lived in Greensboro, North Carolina. And Miss Chatty Boston, that lived in Eden. Those two I know for a fact stayed in the Bowe House. And not only that, I found out they had to make their own fires. They had to get their own wood as they lived there.
All over North Carolina and other places, they had to find housing, which was segregated back in the day, so there was no public housing for them to buy a home or rent an apartment, so they stayed in the Bowe House. But those teachers mostly graduated, a majority of them that I know of graduated from an HBC college or now universities. They went beyond the call of duty. To ensure that each student that they taught or come in contact with had the highest potential to go and create something of their own. And the highest potential was that with the teachers staying in the Bowe House, Mr. Dillard and the community working as one conglomerate. So the highest picture is what this book is all about, of Mr. Dillard and the community working as one to make sure that every kid that came through school, regardless of whence you come from, you had the potential to reach your highest potential.
The Bowe House was a safe haven for Black educators during the segregation era. Pink symbolizes love, healing, and tranquility. A mauve shade was the original color of the house. The Bowe House Project seeks to revive this legacy and restore the house to continue to serve the community. Your support is vital to this project. By supporting this project, you help preserve a historic landmark and ensure it remains a beacon of hope. Join us in honoring Miss Katie Bowe's memory by rebuilding, restoring, and reviving the Bowe House. Let's keep love, hope, and community alive. Go to www.bowehouse.org to learn how you can donate volunteer, and become involved.